Good evening. My name is Patrick Irwin. I'm the principal of Lincoln High School, and I want to welcome you all to my house. I want you to indulge me for just a minute, because up here you have a gentleman named Mr. Greg Eisnagel. And Greg was the founder and creator of Willie Stewart Academy. And we would not be here tonight. That's right. Give him a big round of applause. We would not be here tonight, nor would the opportunity for your students be the way that it has been if it were not for Greg. And he had this idea some years ago. I remember speaking with him about it, and it made perfect sense to give your students the opportunity to graduate. And I just want to say a couple things about Greg, because this is his last graduation. He's had an incredible career as an educator, and it's time for a new chapter in his life, but this is his last graduation. And I just want to say he's one of the funniest, smartest people I know, and the most loyal. He's the best friend you could hope for. And because tonight is about you, I want to give you a little bit of advice that's inspired by Greg. He and I talk about this all the time, and I'm sure that you've heard this advice before, but choose your friends wisely, okay? Who you listen to, who influences you, will change your life for the better if you make the right choices. That doesn't mean you have to get rid of certain friends, but you do get to choose who you listen to and whose advice you follow. And I bring this up because Greg is probably my best friend, I think, kind of in the ballpark. But we talk every day, and usually it's funny, it's engaging, but if I need advice, I call Greg, because he's the smartest, wisest person I know. And right now, I just want you to celebrate the greatness that is Mr. Eisnagel by giving him a huge round of applause.
Thank you, and Pat, the check is in the mail for those nice words. I'm holding my cell phone in my hand because I would like to ask everyone to please take this moment and turn it to vibrate so it doesn't happen to go off in the middle of the ceremony. I remember saying that once, and I heard this phone go off, and I'm like, well, what idiot left their phone on after I asked them politely and respectfully to turn their phone off? It was mine. So I'm that one. Okay, I've got a little program here that's going to tell me what to do. Oh, it says welcome. So, this is the first time I get to say this, and maybe I'm a day early, but Superintendent Garcia, board members, Mr. Strozier, Ms. Bonbright, Pat Irwin, parents, guardians, family, friends, WSA staff, and graduates, welcome to the graduation ceremony, but more importantly, this is my personal, private retirement party. This is my 24th year as a high school principal, and this is by far the best class that I've ever had. Yes. I say that every year, and it always works. Every student comes to us with a unique story of trials and tribulations. Almost all are graduating on a different timetable than their peers, some with high school diplomas and some with GEDs. Let's face it, life happens, and your response to the challenges is what builds character, and these experiences shape who you are. Abe Lincoln, or more likely his wife probably, said, "Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Pat taught me that. This last year, a worldwide pandemic hit us hard, complicating the already complex issues that can knock down the most seasoned among us. But you persisted, you sacrificed, you stood back up and accomplished something of great worth. You are high school graduates. Now I'd like to take a few moments and bore you with some old man advice. I never learned anything from listening to myself talk. Seek to understand before being understood. Work hard, be kind. Fuel your relationships with grace and forgiveness. Be slow to judge, but quick to question. Be the person your dog thinks you are, and you will learn more from your losses than you ever will from your victories. In life, you will develop your sense of character by how you recover from your losses. Many of you have already experienced great loss and trauma. For you, I wish nothing but smooth sailing and calm winds. I hope that you have learned that it is never too late to make changes, and in the words of Thomas Edison, the most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. As a new graduate, you now have responsibilities. And in the words of the great Western philosopher Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibilities. Be responsible to your family, your community, your faith, and most importantly, yourself. Perhaps the greatest example of responsibility is our school's namesake, Willie Stewart. Willie Stewart, former principal of Lincoln High School, exemplifies the core values of our community. In 1970, he became the first black principal in Tacoma. As a citizen, he has volunteered as a school district board member, spearheaded numerous bonds and levy campaigns, served on the boards of numerous nonprofits, including the Foundation for Tacoma Students, Boys and Girls Clubs for over 40 years, Palmer's Scholars, Goodwill Foundation, Buffalo Soldiers Museum, Tacoma Athletic Commission. Willie is an active member of the Tacoma Kiwanians. He has served as the breakfast coordinator for the homeless at Urban Grace Church, and he is a founding member of Alpha Phi Alpha. Willie was involved in the first Relay for Life, an active participant for many years since, along with the American Diabetes Walk. He's been an active member in the support for men stricken by prostate cancer. In 2019, he was named the Tacoma Peace Laureate. He was flown to Norway, although he didn't take me with him, where lots of those peace things happen. The United Way sponsors yearly scholarships to students who have committed years to volunteering, emulating Willie's performance. Willie's schedule is booked solid for the next 20 years, so we are honored to have him with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Willie Stewart.
Thank you, Principal Eisenigel. To our Superintendent, Dr. Josh Garcia, to Dr. Tony Pace from Curriculum Instruction, and to our 2 school board members, and all of the staff at the Willie Stewart Academy, and to the most important group tonight, the graduating seniors of the Willie Stewart Academy. Mr. Eisenigel has really shared with you some of the challenges and experiences you've had this past year because of COVID-19. And you've persevered, and this moment has come for you to be celebrated. So I'm going to only take a couple of minutes. I'm going to leave with you what I call the Willie Stewart 8 jewels for you. Jewel number 1, the purpose of life is to be happy. The purpose of life is to be happy. Number 2, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. 3, get busy living or get busy dying. 4, you only live once, but if you do what is right, one is enough. Many of life failures are people who did not wait and they made a decision too soon. Never let fear of striking out prevent you from being in the game. That's really a famous quote of Babe Ruth. And the reason why I emphasize that, he would often strike out 5 out of 6 times at the bat. But he stayed in the game. And that 6th time at bat, he hit a home run. He did enough to have 425 home runs in his career, only to be broken quite a few years later by the late Hank Aaron. The message of that is really endurance. And the most important thing I want to say to you, do not forget your roots. Your parents, your family, and your friends. And before you leave tonight, for those teachers who are still here from the academy, take a moment and say thank you. Those persons work hard, and they are committed. I know that because I visit there often, and I'm excited with the work they do and the results. And I'm most grateful to your parents, grandparents, and others who have supported you. So as I close, I want to close with something that happened in 1961 on the inauguration by the late President John F. Kennedy, when he looked to the audience and said to all of us, "Ask not what you can do for this country, but ask what you can do for this country." And I ask you, as you go out, don't always think of what you can do for yourself. Include others. The future for our nation is going to be through volunteerism, and that's a result of developing relationships. So I say to you, go for it. You only have one life, one time to live. Make it one that you won't regret. Thank you.
Now a very few short words by Dr. Garcia.
Just because you've had to wait, prior to me, school board member Director Bonbright will say a few words, and then I'll get the show going.
Well, short. Good evening, everyone. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you tonight. And to those of you, the family members and friends of these incredible graduates, I want to personally thank you for the support that you have given them along the way, and encourage you, students, to, as Mr. Stewart said, express your gratitude as well. I know it's been a hard, long road, and you've made it, and they are a great deal to do with your success, and thank you for that. Well, this evening, you've heard words of wisdom, words of celebration, and words of advice. Now I'm going to add words of hope. I hope that each and every one of you follow your dreams and ultimately find what brings you joy and aligns with your passion. And finding your passion and your true drive in life is often a lifetime journey. But as you find things that bring you joy and make you happy, follow that path, because it will continue to help you grow and stimulate, as Mr. Stewart said, that constant feeling of inquiry. You have to ask and be involved in and be curious. And if you follow your dreams and your passion, you'll not only bring joy to yourself, but you'll bring joy to your friends and your families and make a difference in the community in which you live. So I am proud of each and every one of you for your hard work and the dedication that has brought you to today's accomplishment. And I wish you all the best, and never give up on your dreams.
Okay, so when I practiced this, it only took about 55 minutes, so we'll try to see how fast I can do it now. Thank you. That was my courtesy joke for the day. All right, congratulations, graduates. My words will be brief, and it will be a test. Remember, I can see you, so I can see your active participation if you're on your phones right now or not. So, do me a favor, close your eyes, put your hands over your heart. I'll wait for you. There we go. It's working. Take a deep breath in and keep your eyes closed. Today, with the support of the staff, your families and friends, you've earned a diploma that no one can take away from you. No one can take it away from you. You earned it. Feel your heart. Feel it beat like the thunder rippling through the sky. Be proud of yourself. And know that when you're down, because you will be down again, that you can come back and feel your pride again by simply closing your eyes and filling your heart. Greatness has always been within you, even when others have doubted you. So with the assurance of Principal Greg Eisnagel that the Willie Stewart Academy class of 2021 has met the requirements for graduation, it is my distinct pleasure to present the class of 21 to School Board Member Corey Strozier for graduation. Mr. Strozier.
What's up? Good evening, y'all. Here's the moment of truth. But before we get to the moment of truth, I wanted to share with you something that at this point, students, I'm sure you already know. With the right amount of focus, with the right amount of discipline, with the right amount of determination, anything that you want to do can be done. As you focus your eyes forward, though, I want to encourage you to identify what's next and then charge forward until you reach it. There are two things that you must know that are key to your success at the next level. The first thing, simply focusing on your goals will not make them happen. You got to take action as well. Secondly, don't make excuses, make progress. By the power vested in me, by the state of Washington, and with the assurance from Deputy Superintendent Garcia that you have completed the requirements for high school graduation, I declare this Willie Stewart Academy, class of 2021, graduated. Congratulations.
Okay, we got to do our little shuffle here with the new graduates. Please rise. Ms. Hasted? There she is. Here. Okay, so we're going to move the diplomas over here. Okay, the students are going to come up this way and then walk across. Okay, excuse our mess here as we try to get this all straightened out and together. And as we do that, I just want to make a quick statement here because I forgot to sneak this in, so you're still all good, but I just want to make sure this is legal, right? So the Willie Stewart class of whatever year it is, by the authority vested in me by the state of Washington, I certify that this class of Willie Stewart Academy and various and sundry places has met the requirements as stipulated by the state of Washington and Tacoma School District number 10, which would entitle them to a diploma. And I hereby present this class. You've already been presented, but you've been presented twice, so thank goodness. All right, what's next? How about giving out some diplomas? You guys up for that? Okay, I always make this ruling that, sorry, I have a microphone. When we're principals of comprehensive high schools, we stand up in front of everybody at graduation and say, okay, we want everyone to be able to hear their child's name being read off, so please no applause in between because we want to make sure that you wait till the very end to applaud. So tonight, we're breaking all the rules because I don't care. We're going to raise the roof, so if your kid walks up and we just got to get everybody to yell for everybody, right? If no one's clapping, just applaud for everybody. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so now once
Out the way.
All right. Fist bumps and elbows.
Fist bumps and elbows. Hi, I'm Julie Hasted. I'm the English teacher at Willie Stewart Academy, and was the first teacher hired by Mr. Eisnagel when the Willie Stewart Academy opened. So this is a little bit bittersweet for me since it's his last graduation with us. I'm going to be calling the graduates in alphabetical order. I think you got messed up a little bit. So just know that I'm going in alphabetical order, not in the order that you're sitting. It should be close. We'll be all right. Okay? With Willie Stewart Academy, because we don't have 200 students graduating, we get to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to actually say a little something about each graduate. So maybe hold some of the screaming until I've said my little 2 sentences, just so that we can hear that. And then each graduate will have the opportunity to say a word if they want to as well. Right? So first up is Frankie. Oh, yes, and you can remove your mask even if you're not gonna say something, because then you're gonna go straight over here to this blue X for your picture. And then you're gonna go backwards to the steps, right? And put your mask on, but don't fall down the steps while you're doing it. And you pat your head and rub your belly while you're, okay. All right, so first we have Frankie Engelmeyer. Frankie is incredibly resourceful, looks out for peers, and helps the struggling. She's goal-oriented and has a clear picture of what she wants to do next in life. She's already in college at DeVry for medical coding. Frankie, did you want to say something? No, I was just, if Frankie wanted to say something. Did you want to say something? No? Okay. All right. Next is Hideo Anantak. Hideo is driven. You can count on him. No matter what gets put in front of him, he faces it head on with a good attitude. He might be going to Boston, and will probably do some college to discover his passion. Next, we have Caitlin Barnett. Caitlin was a student at Oakland. She's very artistic. She perseveres even when times are hard. She loves the fact that the Oakland staff felt like family to her. She's going to Clover Park for the culinary program. Caitlin Baugh. Are you sensing a theme? Caitlin is caring and inquisitive. No matter the situation, she will continue to ask questions. She's always kind and positive. She's a ray of sunshine at school. She plans to go to TCC to be a social worker or go into education. Did you want to say something, Caitlin? Okay. Next is Giselle Blunt. Jess is both upbeat and positive and has a genuine interest in learning and understanding. She's an entrepreneur. She plans to travel to Maine, California, maybe Oregon, while she enjoys her passions of writing, music, and more. Autumn Burgess. Autumn is a natural leader with a big personality. She's already been working her way up the ladder at FedEx. She's going to continue to work there while she pursues her training as an auto mechanic. Ivan Dominguez. Ivan is a traveler. He came to Willie Stewart Academy from San Diego and then went back to San Diego and then came back to Willie Stewart Academy to graduate. All that and survived a pandemic without losing sight of his goal. He's working now while he finds an inroad to the construction business. Darius Dunn. Darius attended our sister program, Graduation Alliance. He's quiet and smart. He loves technology and his cousin. He hopes to study business at WSU. Here. Right. Sequoia Getting. Sequoia is creative and globally minded. She will probably travel the world and document it in her art. But first, an interim job and then college. Eliana Graham. That's her sister. Eliana is business-oriented and a loving mother. Eliana is Willie Stewart Academy's future entrepreneur. She's able to look at multiple ways to solve problems, and she'll probably be selling plates while she adjusts to being a mom. Taya Green. At school, Taya was understated. What most people saw was the tip of the iceberg that is really Taya. Beneath is strength, determination, and a power that will change the world. She's going to TCC for nursing. Christian Harrison. Christian has grit. He will not give up, even if he's not sure what the next step is. He keeps trying until he succeeds. For now, he's getting a job while he figures out that next step. Unique Harris. Unique is talented and creative. She's good-natured, very bright, and has a shiny temperament. Unique is going to Clover Park to study business. Andrea Lawson. Andrea is professional and a good listener. She's observant, has a thirst for knowledge, and cares deeply about others. She hopes to have an apprenticeship as a carpenter. Brianna McLaren. Brianna is smart and artistic. Hair, nails, clothes. Don't be surprised if you find her setting the next big fashion trends on Insta. She's going to Clover Park to study retail business management. Did Kamea Miller show up? No? Okay. Garrett Morfin. Garrett is committed and focused. Once he knew what was expected of him, he put in the effort and communication to make it happen. He's taking a bit of time to get in shape before Marine Corps boot camp. Delina Nuon. Delina has a contagious positive outlook on life. She gets along easily with people of all ages, works hard, and already has an important role in a successful family business, which she will probably leaving to go to medical school. Caitlin O'Hare. Caitlin is sharp and independent. She knows how to push herself through the tough times. We know she's going to do big things in the world and make a difference. She's starting in TCC in September for an associate in arts. Tao Fan. Tao is tireless. She had a full plate with family and work obligations outside of school, but always pushed, even if that meant working on her classes at 2 a.m. after a long shift. She's going to take a little break, move to Ohio, get settled in, and then start college. Heidi Sanchez. Heidi is sweet and considerate of others, and our Mr. Moran says that she's a real-life Carmen Sandiego who has a passion for investigation and discovery. She's going to college to study criminology. Zamela Steele. Mela has a fire inside. She's determined to make a difference in the world. For now, straight to school, cosmetology, and real estate, while staying active in the causes that matter to her.
Hey y'all. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who showed up, and especially to my mom and my dad. I just want to say this journey has not been easy, like at all. But I can finally say that Show Baby got it. So, yeah.
Caleb Strong. Caleb is persistent, perseverant, with a drive to succeed. He's one of a few people to graduate from his family. He plans to attend Bates, do either engineering or photography there. Donick Thornton. Donick is socially conscious and focused on his future. He's always ready to engage in a discussion. For now, he's going to finish up the addition to his house and possibly an apprenticeship. Irvine Misike Teofilo Tusi. Irvine is respectful and family-oriented, but also self-motivated with a laser focus on his goals. He pushed forward while battered by life's challenges this year. After taking the summer off, he plans to join the Army, where he will continue to connect with others and make a difference. You're fine, you're fine. Sullivan Walk. Sullivan is efficient. He embraces the mentality of working smarter, not harder. He's the type of student who is always asking, why is this important for me to learn? And for now, he's going to work while he waits to see what life has in store for him. And Amanda Young. Amanda is open-minded with broad interests. She's reserved and conservative with her words until you get her to crack a smile or share a funny anecdote about one of her interests. She plans to go to TCC in the fall.
All right, we got just a couple minutes to wrap things up. I have a few things to say quickly, so I appreciate your attention. Number one, there was an awful lot. There's been an excellent amount of vocally sounding love that came radiating from the stands tonight. I'd especially like to thank my special appearances by the nice lady in the red, the gentleman in the blue, the man in the white with the S hat, and finally Grandpa in the back. Let's hear it for everybody now. That was good. At this time, I would like all of the graduates, now everyone else to be quiet, but I need all the graduates to yell, scream, and shout about all the people who love them so much that they came out tonight in this hot weather to show that. So graduates, please yell and scream and shout and give the big love to all of the parents and guardians. Come on, graduates. Sorry, guys, maybe they're not my favorite group. I don't know. I'd like to take a couple seconds to thank the WSA staff for being here tonight and doing everything. I'd especially like to shout out to our co-coordinators, Julie Hasted and Stacy Ring, for all the hard work they did. When we leave, we'll be, the students will be heading out, and if they want to get pictures taken outside where it's nice and cool, just make sure that we get the robes, unless you're planning on graduating from high school. Again, you probably don't need those, so we saved everybody $100 by recycling them once every year or so. What else do I need to say? Oh, I would be remiss if I would not to mention that on your way out, as in all graduations with Willie Stewart Academy, please find the way to get yourself a bottle of room temperature water. So at this point, I'd like to invite the Willie Stewart Academy Orchestra to play Pomp and Circumstance as our graduates leave, followed by all of the loving friends and family and so forth. Thank you very much.